So today we're going to talk about step 5 of the Race Wizard, your page. Now, if you haven't seen step 1, 2, 3, or 4, we're going to link the videos in the description below and you can take a look at them there. So step 5 is all about customizing your race page. Now, again, as we've mentioned in all of our previous videos, there's a lot more customization that you can do with your race page. That can all be done in the race dashboard once you've completed the Race Wizard. So don't think that these are the only customizations you can do. So these are just the essentials to your race. So the first thing you can do is you can upload your race logo. Our suggested dimensions are at least 200 pixels wide and at least 75 pixels tall. If you don't upload a race logo, your logo essentially will be one of these default race icons. So if you don't have your logo set or you're still working on it, you can feel free to select one of these default icons. Again, you can always come back in and upload a logo once that logo has been completed. So the next thing you can set up is your race banner image. This has to be 1200 by 400 pixels wide. We do have default banners available for you that you can select from. And the race banner is going to be right on the top of your race website, and it's essentially just your banner image on your race website. Again, you can use one of our defaults, and we do default a banner image for you, or you can upload your own. Now, for branding purposes, we do always recommend you upload your own logo and upload your own race banner image, as this really can get your branding out there. Again, you can always customize the colors of your race website and all of those additional branding in the race dashboard. So as we scroll down, a couple more settings that you can update within your race page. The first setting is whether or not to show directions on the race page. So by default, we use the address that you enter in step 1 of the Race Wizard, and we can fill that in and you put that as the address on your race page. This looks something like this. You'll get a directions page, and you can select view on map, and it'll point you to the address that you put in step 1.
That's exactly where we are right now. I wonder if we zoom in, can we see us recording?
No.
Worth a try.
So the next step is to use a contact form instead of listing your contact email address on the race page. So in step 1, you entered in a contact email address that participants can email to you if they have any questions regarding the race. If you don't want your actual email shown on your race website, you can leave that box checked on, and what that'll do is create a question form that participants can fill out, and when they send that form in, an email will be sent to you.
So this here is what the form will look like. If you did uncheck the box and save those changes, then we're just going to put text here that has your email address in it. We recommend using the contact form, but you do have that choice.
Now below that, you can customize some of your event display options. If you want to hide your event start time for whatever reason, you can do that there. If you are still working on your race and you don't have a date set specifically for the race date, you can certainly say display race and event days as race date TBD. You can hide events with closed registration. So if you're closing registration early, you can hide those event tiles from the race page so that participants don't even see it as an option to register for the race. And then the last option is you can decide whether or not you want to show the event tiles on the race page. I would highly recommend leaving show event tiles on the race page checked on. I would not uncheck that setting. The last thing that you can customize on step 5 is the wording of event and also plural events. So remember how we talked about races are made up of multiple events. Here you can change how the word event shows on your race. So for example, if you want to change anytime the word event pops up, you want to change that to wave, you can type in wave. And then you just want to make sure you put in the plural version of waves. And you'll want to make sure that it's all in lowercase there. So if I save and continue there, and you can see here there's an event info page. Now if I refresh, it's going to say wave info there. And below here, instead of saying events, this says waves. So if you have a specific need to change any of these verbiages, you can do that here.
But we're going to save it as blank and leave it as event and events.
Yep. Now, if you want to change the verbiage of race, you can certainly do that within the race dashboard once you've gone through and completed the Race Wizard.
And this can be found by going to your dashboard, and in the menu search, just search MISC for miscellaneous settings. And then scroll down for the custom wording for race. So if you want to change that to a swim or a bike or anything else, that's there.
And then you can hit save and continue, and you can move on to step 6.